Welcome back. A longtime Broadway staple is coming to the Sullivan Theater next week. It's called She Loves Me, and it stars two shop clerks who start to exchange love letters without knowing that they're behind them. Here to tell us more are Kristina Cawthon and also Ben Dubin. We thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we just mentioned it a little bit, and I'll leave this question for whoever wants it. Tell us a little bit about what this play actually entails.
So this show is set in the 1930s in a perfume shop in Budapest, and it centers on several of the clerks that are working there, but specifically on George and Amalia, who don't always see eye to eye, but they are caught up in this, great love affair with a pen pal, and they don't know the identity of that person. So despite what's going on at work, they kind of have that escape where they're writing to this person that they love and having that exchange, but it's a mystery as to who actually is that pen pal.
Okay, so it's a romance. We know that. Is it kind of like a rom-com, or would you say it's kind of a dramedy, or?
Definitely a rom-com.
Okay.
Yes, there are a lot of comedic elements
Okay,
involved.
tell us a little about the roles that you individually play.
Well, I play George. He's been kind of an employee at the perfumery for a while, and he's kind of just living life, writing to his pen pal, and kind of just trying to find love in a world that he's living in.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Amalia is a pretty shy, introverted girl. She loves to read, she loves to listen to classical music, but then sometimes when her buttons are pushed in just the wrong way, then she can put her foot in her mouth and she says a little bit too much. So she's quirky, she's fun. I think she's gonna be really relatable for a lot of audience members, honestly.
Absolutely. One of the questions I ask anytime it's a romance, I ask this question: if it were in a movie theater, would you rate it PG, PG-13, R? What would y'all say?
Like PG-13.
Yeah, I think PG-13. There are some dramatic elements that might be a little much for kids, but otherwise, I think it's a great date night show, really.
Yeah, very good for date night. And speaking of that, we've got several nights. We're looking at a few little clips from it right now. Tell us when it runs from.
So it's going to run from October 18th through the 27th. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows at 7:30, and then a Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock.
And I asked you guys this in the commercial break. Have either of you ever performed at the Sullivan?
No. Newcomers.
Yeah, we're
Newcomers.
both new to the stage, yes.
Well, new to this stage, but not new to any other stage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We both performed in Cinderella this summer at Theater Baton Rouge. We were actually Cinderella and Cinderella's Prince as the understudies, and then I was also Joy, one of the stepsisters.
Okay,
Yes.
great. I know that show is a big success. I'm sure this will be too, which, by the way, I read up on it. This has been around since the 1960s. In 2016, it won the Tony Award on Broadway, beating out a little tiny play you may have heard of called Hamilton.
Yes.
So, wow.
Yeah.
It had a great scene, so it won Best Tony for Scenic Design, and again, it had a great cast in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
And that's definitely going to get folks out there. So tell us again, where can folks go online if they want to buy tickets?
SullivanTheater.com/tickets.
Okay.
That's where to go.
And we're going to have also a link on our WAFB page as well. And we appreciate you both for coming. Of course.
Great. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. Once again, get out there, check out that play, and stick around. We're going to be right back.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.